Here I am, watching myself play on ice while I'm editing this video at the end of May with almost 30 degrees Celsius outside. I have to admit that the last few months were so busy with everything that I thought I would never make or edit YouTube videos anymore. Then things calmed down. I looked back at my channel and thought about the huge effort that went into filming, editing, posting all of my videos. I thought about all of the nice comments I received in the last 2 years that, well, I changed my mind. Apparently the past winter has been the coldest one in ages here in Berlin. Everyone kept telling me how different the city would look like in spring and summer. It was a bit hard to believe the winter was never ending, but well, they were definitely right. I'm going to explain shortly what I've been up to and why I was so busy recently, whether I made any progress in German and my thought on learning the language, if I miss Slovakia and Bratislava and how different it is from Berlin. I haven't posted in so long. I think I posted my last video back in November last year. I am now in my 5th month here in Berlin. Time is flying, by the way, and I cannot believe that at the end of April it will already be 6 months, like full 6 months here in Berlin. As you probably noticed from my last video, I have moved again. That's a pretty common thing here. My first flat was a temporary one. Then we were so lucky to find a new flat in a relatively short time. And when we started looking for it, I was so scared because everyone kept telling me how difficult it is to find a flat here in Berlin, that it can take even 3, 4, 5 months. I was like, what is that? We moved at the beginning of February. It's now March 23rd. So we settled in the new flat. Like, I'm so happy. I love the area where I'm living. The area where I was living before was like so crowded and so noisy, like even in the night. So I'm in a quieter area right now and I'm really liking it. I still love Berlin despite the harsh, terrible long winter. I've also heard it was the coldest winter here in many years. So in a way, I'm hopeful that next year, it will not be that harsh, but now it's time to enjoy spring and summer here in Berlin. Apparently the city is very different. Well, that's okay, that's normal, but like everyone keeps telling me how different it is, how everyone looks happier, is happier, how the city is more alive in summer and spring. So I'm really looking forward to that. I have been exploring Berlin quite a lot. Last week, as you saw, we were in Charlottenburg. It was the first time for me going in there. I was walking some famous like shopping street, going into some shops, and then we went to KaDeWe. First time there as well. And yeah, it's a very nice area. I haven't visited every district in Berlin yet. However, I'm kind of creating my ranking. I think there are some districts that I prefer so far. Some others that was no district that I was like, okay, I don't like this. But yeah, the vibes of some of them are more in line with my personality, I think. But I'm gonna talk about this in another video. And also, I might have some controversial opinion on some of the very famous districts. But yeah, I still have to form my opinion a bit better and check a few more places before I feel ready to actually share that. Lately, I was thinking about Slovakia, about Bratislava. For those who don't know, is the city I've lived for more than 8 years. And I was like, it's not like I miss it. I love Berlin, but obviously I have just been living here for a few months, and comparing to 8+ years is very different. I got very used to the way Slovak people, I don't know, talk, behave and everything. I just got used to it. It's normal. So I do feel that, but I do know that Berlin is my home now, and I'm not planning to stay here just 1-2 years. I don't have a plan, right? I will stay here until like I and we, like with my husband, are satisfied with the place. The same applied to Bratislava, by the way. We never had a set, okay, we're gonna stay here 2 years, 1 year or something. No, we just decided to move when we kind of felt we were ready for something new. We didn't like any more of some stuff in Bratislava. So yeah, the same applies to Berlin, but I think in my mind I still think that Bratislava is my home, or at least part of me. And I guess that in a while, maybe soon, maybe later, who knows, I will get more used to Berlin. And by the way, coming here, I realized how important that even like basic level of Slovak I had. I mean, a bit more than basic, but how important it was. Comparing it to German that I don't speak at all, I was like, oh my gosh, I realized how good I spoke Slovak, how good I understood people, because here I don't understand anything except for a few words. I think I said in my previous video that, you know, there was just so much going on with a new job, spending so many hours outside, and then 2 moves already, flat search and like kind of organizing the flat and everything, and simply the move, the bureaucracy, this and that. I just didn't have the mental capacity and also the time kind of to start learning German in a few months. I definitely want to start learning. I really care about learning the language of a place I live in. I think it's very, very important. So I did it with Slovak, and I definitely want to do it with German as well. I guess that's all for this video. It was a bit all over the place. I added some clips from the winter, and then I added some clips from Charlottenburg, where we went a few days ago. So yeah, I hope you liked the video. I hope to post another one soon. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye bye!